healthy and doing right by the temple and the body that God has given us to steward over. I'm making my live public so that, and then we're going to go ahead and pray. Hallelujah. Lord, we thank you and I praise you. Thank you for another Let's Talk Medical. Thank you, Lord God, for just giving us what we need to be a blessing to the people of God. Thank you for kingdom blessings, community blessings. We thank you for our nurse on tonight, God. Give her what she needs on tonight. Touch her like only you know how to do. Open doors for her. Close doors that need to be closed. Open doors that need to be open. Use her on tonight to explain to us what we need to know that will keep us in good health in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. We thank you and we praise you in Jesus' name. Amen and amen. At this time, you are now in the hands of our very own nurse, Nurse Charlene. It's in your hands.
All right. Thank you, Benita. Thank you for that wonderful prayer. Introduction to some good stuff we're gonna have tonight and stuff. I hope you can see it. I'll be trying to use all types of colored markers and stuff to make it exciting and stuff. It is exciting. The topic is substance use disorder. And we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything, all that good stuff. But at the same time, it wouldn't be right that I didn't disclose that this is an actual serious matter, which is substance use disorder, meaning that you're not using the substances that you're privy to, and stuff in the right manner and everything. So, the board behind me, which Pastor Renita always say, get you a little picture of that and stuff, screenshot it. My head is in the way, but I'll scoot it out the way before it's all up and stuff. But in one of the top corners and stuff, I got suicide hotline, and this is a universal hotline. And I need to make sure that I explained to you that that's something needed and everything, because just in case we don't know who's hurting, we can only pray about it and hope that everybody is okay, um, and doing well and stuff. But that person that's silent, you don't see them on Facebook, you don't see them on Instagram, you don't see them out and about or nothing like that and stuff. Check on that person. You might just save their lives and save you some heartache because you care, and stuff. So definitely, when we're looking at this substance use disorder and stuff, it's to cover a little bit of a big variety of things and stuff. If it looks like it's getting good and stuff, and I get a good interaction back and forth with you, anybody that can come on and everything, um, definitely I want you to, just get on there and feed me some stuff, because it helps me help you and help myself, and everything. We all in this together and stuff. So tonight on Let's Talk Medical, we're talking about substance use disorder. And the other thing besides the suicide hotline is, of course, everybody knows emergency services call 911. And another way of thinking about that is when you call the doctor's office or something like that, and I got to get me an appointment. You call, and before they put you on hold, they say, if you have an emergency, please call, stop here, please hang up and call 911. And so they're telling you because they know that they can't do nothing. And half the time, they can't even get your appointment that quick, and stuff. If you're in a dire emergency, 911 is your go-to. But if you're in a emergency where it's suicidal, maybe that's something in your family in the past and everything, it's always good to put it up somewhere on the refrigerator or something, your suicide hotline number, which is 988 and everything and stuff. That's a big one and everything and stuff. So like I said, we're going to be talking about substances, and I tried to call myself drawing like right behind me up above my head and stuff. I draw a cup with a straw and I put drink on it, and I got a little bottle and it say RX. The RX means prescription and stuff, but in medical terms it means prescription and stuff. So I put the little medicine bottle up there And then over to the side, I called myself drawing y'all some mollies. No, I wasn't drawing no molly, but I drew some peels, and I tried to draw a weed plant. But I'm saying all of this to say that part is funny and stuff, but it ain't funny if you're addicted to something, and that part is serious. But I'm saying just to keep it light and lighthearted and stuff. That's why I got all those little things up there and stuff. So I'm going to be talking about them. And the first thing I was taught by a wise pastor is get you some definitions sometime, because definitions help everybody with everything. Because if I'm talking and I'm talking over your head, I might as well not be on, because that's what your doctor do. Talk over your head. You don't know what is a potassium. What is that Tasmanian? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and stuff. I'm trying to work on eventually bridging the gap where you're so stored up with these facts and stuff like that, that when you get a doctor, they're not playing with you. They're not playing with you. If you have a splinter in your finger, they're going to make it a medical emergency, because you know what you got. You talk to them properly and everything and stuff. And this is what it is, bridging that gap. We don't need to always, it's okay to always, I need some prayer. I need some prayer warriors and stuff. But did you go to God first, and stuff like that? Go to God first, then your doctor, and then your friends and prayer warriors and stuff like that. Because nobody's going to pray to get you out harder than you can. So you got to learn how to pray, and stuff. I even was told you got to learn how to lay hands on yourself, and everything and stuff. Everybody, some of the pastors do got the magic touch or evangelists and stuff. But also make sure that you the number one soldier, and then everybody else and everything. So I'm saying all that to say, welcome to Let's Talk Medical, and the topic is substance use disorders. So the first definition I got, which was one that was pretty straightforward, and that's that it's a treatable mental disorder that affects a person's brain and behavior, leading to their inability to control their use of substance or substances like legal or illegal drugs, alcohol, or medications. So that means prescribed medications that are legal to have, also illegal, which is your meth and methamphetamines or whatever you want to call them and stuff like that. So another definition that was for substance use disorder. Another one is addiction. Now, we didn't heard this many times before, but it's a strong physical or psychological need or urge to do something or use something. So it's a strong urge, meaning you just can't push it away. It's eating at you to do or use a drug or alcohol or whatever else is out there and stuff. That's something that could cause harm to your body eventually and stuff. So when they say symptoms of substance use disorder, they're talking about for a moderate to severe case, and everything. And this is just about everybody and stuff, because a lot of people mix up what are substances, and stuff. Oh, I don't do no dope and stuff. I got my Norco from the doctor and stuff. So I don't. But do you need to use it every single day, 4 to 5 times a day? All you can think about is when you get your next prescription and stuff, because then it's taking it from why are you using the drugs to why are you concentrating so hard on them that it's causing you to miss work. It's causing you to not be able to watch your children and properly function, or it don't have to be children. I'm saying just properly function in your day-to-day life, and everything. So it's really serious and stuff. So it says for symptoms of substance use disorder. So one is using, and that will be the pills and all of the other stuff, or drinking larger amounts over longer periods of time than planned. Meaning, if you're constantly using them, like you went to a party on Friday, and here it is almost next Friday, and you're still using, and now it's the Friday and Friday and Friday after next and stuff, you're still drinking from that party that you started at and stuff. That means that there's addictive behaviors there. That's a warning flag, that's a warning sign, and everything. When you continue, and then you got to get more and more, so you only had the one glass of wine or the one beer or something like that. Now you got to have 6 7 beers and 6 7 glasses of wine, and then the next time, oh, I need the whole bottle to myself. Y'all get y'all's, I'll bring my own bottle, and stuff like that. And then so and so, and you'll see it kind of stair step, but it's very serious and stuff. And then another symptom of substance use disorder is continually wanting or unsuccessfully trying to cut down or control the use of drugs or alcohol. Meaning, last week I did have a lot, but it's been 2 days and I haven't drunk nothing and stuff. Okay, but I'm saying, are you still thinking about it? Or are you counting the days? Because one of them days you're going to use again because you're concentrating on that and stuff. And it's usually unsuccessfully quitting. Like, I'm going to stop eating and I'm going to start doing this, because another thing about addiction is it's not just these drugs. It's not just alcohol. There's all types of addictions. And I'm going to give honorable mentions right now and stuff and get it over with and stuff. There's sex addictions, there's food addictions, there's all types of addiction that you wouldn't even think, addicted to, getting money by any means necessary. Pastor Renita spoke on it last night when she said that you go out and get your money by any means necessary, and you don't care who you hurt, just as long as I got my money. Give me my money. No, I'm just playing. But as long as you get your money, and stuff like that, and you willing to step on everybody's head, good people or bad people, to get it and stuff, then that means that it's an addiction of some sort, because you're addicted to trying to get ahead of other people by using people and then discarding them and stuff. And that was a really good person, but you just shot them out your life. You just destroyed them and their life, and stuff, to get what you wanted and stuff. So it's a big deal and stuff. So then there's other symptoms that you might be addicted to something, is craving, which is or that strong desire to use drugs or alcohol. So you're craving it and everything. I seen that, nephew. And stuff. And then there's ongoing drugs or alcohol use that interferes with work, school, home duties. That means you slacking on everything. You're not paying your bills. You're not taking care of your family. You're not, cleaning up. You're not cleaning yourself up. It's all of that is involved when all you're thinking about is whatever it is, whatever the substance is, because it doesn't have to be all this or all that. It's a substance and everything and stuff. Another addictive symptom is taking risks, such as sexual risk or driving under the influence. And I know everybody heard of a DUI, driving under the influence. That means that you had a couple drinks at the bar, but you riding the line and stuff, and the police pull you over, and then you got to do a sobriety test, because that's where that all came from. Somebody always constantly drinking until they just flat out messed up their life so bad to now they're doing a sobriety test on the side of the freeway or on the side of the road, and the police then pulled them over because that's what they're looking for. That person that floats right through the stop sign or something like that, or somebody's waiting at the stop sign and it's a stop sign. So that means stop, see if you're clear to go, and go, not waiting for the light to change at the stop sign and stuff. So if you understand that part, you'll see driving under the influence, waiting at a light, waiting for the stop and go and stuff. And then you go because you see a red, a red light, It's all those things and stuff. Having withdrawal symptoms if not using the drug or alcohol, meaning you're craving it, you want it and stuff, and it's making you sick because you can't get that bottle of wine, or you can't get that drug of choice or something like that. It didn't happen for you. Another symptom is spending a lot of time getting, using, or recovering from the use of drugs or alcohol. That means you didn't made it and graduated into recovery, but then you fell off the bandwagon. This is nothing against anybody right now and stuff. I'm saying that you spend your time recovering, and then you go back to it, and you can't handle it. The urge is too great, so you have to go out there. I got to get one more. I got to do one more, and stuff like that. So that's where that happens. And then uh how is it diagnosed? How does somebody know that you might have a addiction to a substance, and stuff like that? Because it's a disorder. That means it's not in order. It's not the way it's supposed to be. It's away from being what it's supposed to be and everything and stuff. And that would be your medical professionals, and that will be like your primary care physician might send you to a therapist of some type, a psychologist or psychiatrist. There's also drug counselors, even at schools and high schools and stuff, because some people are underage and addicted to alcohol, drugs, smoking, all of that stuff and everything. So then there's family therapists. You could go to a mental health worker that might be able to see these things and help you work a game plan and stuff to basically allow you to become recover from this stuff. And it's still an ongoing fight. So just like everything else in our life, we got to continue to fight to get to the good part. We got to continue to strive to get to the good part. So even with this, and even being in recovery, you got to continue. You got to work, work and work and work at it and stuff, because that's the only way that you'll survive this and not ruin your life. And some people, it take them to ruin their life before they actually are able to recover, or it takes a life threatening event, like maybe hitting somebody and killing them or something like that. Or it could be, I'm trying to think of other things that, but just being on the drugs and your whole family shuns you because you've been, stealing from them or something like that. That's what an addict would do. They take things because the whole point is to get their next high, to get their next drink, or whoever it may be and stuff like that. So it's a big deal. It's definitely a big deal. And so I told you, the medical professional, a psychologist or psychiatrist, a family therapist, or just a therapist for yourself, a mental health worker, or drug counselor and stuff. Those are all go-tos for substance and alcohol abuse. They have them for every single thing because they know that every single thing is out there. So it's a big deal and stuff. Another way that what they look at when they want to find out if you truly have a problem is they're going to look at the substance. Is it alcohol? Is it pills, prescription medicine? Or is it street drugs, and stuff, or, and different things like that and stuff. First, they look at that substance, and then they look at how frequently to use it. So if you want to tell on yourself and you actually really want to recover, they need to know what you're using, how long, how frequently you're using. Is it once a week, only on Fridays, only on Thursdays, or something like that? And then they go from there. Every hour, I need it as long as I can. I need to be numb, at all times and stuff like that. It could be, something like that. And then there's length of time last used. So how long did you stretch before you used again? Or you can't, you got to use after you get out of the appointment with them, the therapist or the doctor or whatever and stuff. So they're looking at all of that stuff. But also they look at some other physical things, because guess what? Did I tell you guys that your body is a snitch? So that means that because your body is a snitch, it's going to tell on you and it's going to do some things. These things that it does, these counselors and all the people that I named off and stuff will be able to spot that and say, oh, yeah, and it's this bad. They can almost put you on the gauge of how severe you are and stuff. And that would be weight loss, and you'll see it looks crazy and stuff. Like somebody will literally be so many hundreds of pounds or something like that, and then they drop down. If they 90 pounds now, they either got cancer or they got they got a substance abuse, substance use disorder of some sort and everything. But that's one of them. Red eyes. Now we all know about the red eyes. Some of them come from sleep, some of them come from certain things maybe you put on your face and you can turn your eyes red that way and stuff like that. But the biggest telltale sign is that you under the influence of something. I didn't say what, just something and stuff. And so then constant fatigue is another. Oh, I just can't even bring myself to stand up unless I'm going out to give me some more drugs, or I'm fatigued, I don't feel good, I'm nauseated, all of that stuff. No, just blah and stuff. And then also little or no concern for their hygiene, meaning that they coming in there, they reeking like, girl, you know what the secret is? You need to use some secret, and stuff like that. Like, hey, God, yeah, I don't need a hug. And do you smell that marijuana coming from up under that arm, and stuff? Yeah, that's you got to do some hygiene work, and stuff like that. So all of those things, like a normal person, yeah, it's gonna be almost, they can smell themselves. That's what I call it. They can smell themselves. But somebody that can't smell themselves, but you can smell them from a block up, you're probably coming across somebody that has some type of mental disorder or substance use disorder, and stuff of some sort, which is also a mental substance use disorder is also a mental thing. So it affects your psyche as well as everything else. Another thing that the doctors would do, because we're talking about how they diagnose, is abnormal labs. They run a tox screen on you. They get some urine and they get some blood. They can find weed, which is THC, and they can find that in your blood. They can find narcotics in your blood, like your Norcos and your you know different things, benzodiazepine and stuff. They can find all these things in your blood, your Valiums, your Ativan, if anybody heard of that name, Xanax, all of them. They can find all of that stuff in your blood by running what they call a tox screen and stuff. So that's one. And then also depression, we can't sleep on it. That's why I put the suicide hotline at 988. It's on my, I don't know what side and stuff, but it's up there on the board to the corner. And then the other one says emergency services 911. The depression part is maybe you started drinking because you lost somebody very close to you that you love so much and everything and stuff. But sometimes it can be other situations for you that will cause you to be depressed and maybe depend on something, or incurable pain. I broke my back, I fell off a ladder, I broke my back or something like that. And now I'm in pain every single day, or, and stuff like that. And then you get on the drugs to treat that. And guess what? A painkiller that's a prescribed painkiller that's legal. If you broke your ankle or something like that and stuff, and they gave you painkillers for that and stuff, guess what? The first few times you take that painkiller and stuff, guess where it's going? It's going to the pain. So no, you're not a drug addict just because they gave you some Norco or they gave you some Percocets or something like that and stuff. It's to treat your pain. And that's where pain medicine, that's the first thing it goes to, is that injury, that pain, where the pain is. It rides on that pain receptor and it goes to the problem. But after that, I'm not in pain anymore, but I'm so used to taking them that I take one at bedtime every night and stuff. Then it's not a pain medicine for you. Now it's a drug for you because they put me to sleep. I sleep so well and everything. And yes, you need to probably go back to the doctor and ask the doctor for a different medicine for a different problem, because it's no longer that leg, and that pain going to that leg. It's something else that's causing you to keep on and keep on using it. And then the doctors get funny and stuff because they're getting audited and everything because of the drug crisis all over the United States. So doctors are getting scared to give you pain medicine, but people are in pain. And if you give the pain medicine and they're actually in pain, guess what? You actually solve the problem. But when you start taking the pain medicine outside of the realm of pain and just start using it for other things, then it becomes other things and stuff. And so they might have a different medicine to keep you from being addicted for other things. But if you use that same medicine for all these other things and stuff, then who's the doctor? You or the pills or the prescribing doctor and stuff. So just being aware of that. Don't just take them just to be taking them. Oh, I got a toothache, but it was for your ankle, and stuff like that. And then you taking it for your toothache. Okay, now the toothache is over. What's your excuse? So if you can see that part, that's why it's like the frequency of use. They check that. They also the length of time between the medicines. And then, like I said, the weight loss, the red eyes, the constant fatigue, that means you never feeling good, never ever feeling good, and little of no concern for your hygiene. And then there's also like I said, the tox screen in the labs, because they can find out what's in you by just taking blood. They can find out what's in all of us. And then depression. Depression is so broad, that it will take me years to teach you that one. But the biggest thing about depression, just know that if you have it, find a way to get help so that you can cope, because it's terrible. If you try to depend on it yourself, you'll never be able to do it, and stuff like that. But we have so many resources out there and stuff, including God and the kingdom, and stuff like that. It's all these different things that you could do and all these avenues to get help and stuff. But definitely let God be one of them. And then you got your anxiety or sleeping problems. That means that I can't get to sleep. I'm just always up because I'm thinking about that next time I get high and stuff. That's a problem. You're an addict and stuff. So then they call it 4 C's of addiction, and the 4 C's is compulsion, a state of forcing or being forced to do something. That means it's compulsive. It's I have to go out there and look for my next high. I gotta go out there and hustle for this or go, hustle for that and stuff for my next high, no matter what and everything. So that's compulsion. Another one is craving, a powerful desire for something. When you start desiring that next drink and where I'm gonna get it from and how do I get the money together to do this or do that, or that desire to smoke your weed and stuff, that's a big desire. A lot of people, it's a common desire, and it doesn't put anything no more than any other substance and stuff. It's just that desire. I gotta have my weed. I at least gotta have a blunt at least once a day, and stuff. I gotta have it and stuff. It's an addiction. Just welcome to addiction and stuff. And so then there's the C, which is the third one, consequences, a result or effect of an action or condition. The condition is substance use disorder. So it's the result of it. That means there's consequences to pay. If I'm concentrating so hard on getting my next high that I don't pay my rent, then guess what I get? My next high on the street, because I'm now out of my house. I lost my house. I lost my husband. I lost my wife. I lost the kids. He took custody. She took custody of the kids, or something like that, because I'm drunk all the time or I'm high all the time. I can't stop doing it. I can't, and stuff like that. So those are the consequences. And last but not least, of the 4 C's of addiction would be control, the power to influence or direct people's behavior. The drugs, the substances are the power to influence or direct people's behavior because they make it look good. That's Ciroc on the TV, or before coronavirus came out, it's the Corona sitting there on the beach with your lemon inside the bottleneck of the Corona beer, or something like that and stuff. They make it look good to you, and stuff like that. You watch a video or something of, maybe rap, R&B, it doesn't matter which one it is and stuff, and you see that and they got their nice little glass of wine. Oh, they so classy, and stuff. Yeah, until you need it every single day, every single hour, and stuff, then it doesn't look the same. It starts looking like a monster when I shouldn't be on this and I shouldn't be this deep into this and stuff. So, just watch it because your body will always tell you. I'm telling you. And so another one, I want to give you another definition, and it's called euphoria and stuff. And because I'm going to be talking about this later and stuff, I'm gonna give you it on the front end, and then I'll also give it to you when I'm explaining why I looked up euphoria, which is a feeling or state of intense excitement and happiness. Oh, when I drink, I'll be so happy. I'll be the life of the party. Oh yes, I just love it. Yes, no, no, because then you're gonna love it every day when you're not at the party. You're not just the life of the party, you're the life of your own house and stuff, and you losing. You're losing and stuff. Yes, yes, some of us got control, and God bless us all that got control. But let's God bless the ones that don't have control, but they're looking to try to do better, and everything. So it can be a win-win situation because we got so much out there and so many tricks of the trade that we can use to help take you down off of that. You shouldn't be 70 years old still smoking crack cocaine or something like that, or 80 years old, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a time to stop and stuff. You only get one heart, you only get one body. There will never be another you. That's it. There will never be another you, because if there so if you mess you up and stuff, you're going to lay down with all that mess with you, and taking it with you. So let's just do better and stuff. All of us and stuff. And then there's a couple types of addiction. I'm not going to go deep into it, but one is behavioral, and stuff, and it deals with alcohol and drugs, mollies, mushrooms, stuff like that and everything. And that's one type of addiction. That's behavioral. So it touches on those things, the walking funny, and stuff because you're drunk, falling over somewhere and stuff like that. You could tell the different ones. It's not really a laughing matter if that person is always drunk, beyond drunk, every time y'all go to the club or every time y'all go to a party, and they're messing up and they laid out in somebody's grass, throwing up, or whatever it might be. I'm just saying, it's not funny. We need help. We need to get that person help. If you love them, help them. Don't laugh at them and stuff. So that part. And then the substance. So being addicted to the substance. So one was behavioral, one is substance. You create a physical dependence on a specific chemical, and the substances are chemicals. Alcohol is a chemical. The drugs, OxyContin, uh, Molly's, roofies, whatever and stuff, they're all substances. And then there's an impulsion addiction, meaning impulse is when you don't have a stop button. You just do. You just do, and you jump to it. It's impulsive. You just jump to it, whether it's bad or good and stuff. You don't take the time to think it out. A lot of us will think it out. If I'm going to the grocery store, I'm not going to just impulsively grab everything on every shelf and put it in my basket. I'm going to go for what I need to get. So that takes planning. Impulse means you just grabbing everything, even the stuff you don't need and ain't never touched before, and stuff like that. So that's what I mean by there's no stop button. There's no slow down. You just do it. And, no matter what it makes you look like and stuff. So then I want to give you the types of substance abuse. I'm going to give you a name of it. I'm going to give you a little bit on what it's doing, and everything and stuff. And then from there, that's what I'm going to do. Just give you the name and a definition and kind of give you a little bit of examples of what it is. That's what I want to get at. Okay, so then we got alcohol. And this is one of the number one in the USA is alcohol. Everybody thinks of drugs and pills and all of that as substances, but alcohol is one too. It's, all that fermenting and everything and stuff and moonshining or whatever and stuff to build up to all the alcohols we have, in the United States and beyond and everything and stuff. But it's one of the easiest ones that can obtain. It's legal, highly addictive, and when you use it to cope or to deal with a problem and stuff, that's when you turn it over from just recreational. That's why they got that name recreational, which means the fun part, we just do it for the fun, and stuff like that. No, I do it because I need to cope. I'm not happy at home. I'm not happy on my job. I'm just not happy ever, and stuff like that. And then when I drink, it makes me forget about all these people, but they're still there. So you might forget, but they don't forget what they saw you looking like, and everything and stuff. So it's very traumatizing and stuff. But like I said, it's legal. It's highly addictive because we got so many stressors and stuff. How do we cope with them? So then just in case you needed some examples of what alcohol is supposed to be, we got Hennessy, we got Jose Cuervo, we got Sky Vodka, we got Patron, we got Moscato, we got beer. I think everybody graduated from coolers, but we used to have Cold Duck and Mad Dog 2020. They're all the same, Ripples and all and stuff. Alcohol is alcohol at the end of the day and stuff. So I'm saying all that to say that alcohol is a substance use disorder of one of the substances, and the use is not the right way to do it, which is at that time a little bit, and then you're cool and stuff. You got to have it every day. You think about it, you dream about it, you stop going to work behind it, you stop taking care of your kids behind it, you stop taking care of all your duties behind it. You got to have it, and that's it. That's the most important thing in your life. So that's not just for alcohol. So the next one will be a stimulant and stuff. So a stimulant is just that. It stimulizes you. So it perks you up. It's it's the busybody, of substances and everything. And that one, just to name a couple of examples, it will be cocaine and crack. You get that high sense of intense happiness sometimes when you smoke the crack or cocaine. They got some medicines for ADHD and all types of other things like Adderall and Ritalin, another one called Concerta and stuff like that. You got your club drugs called ecstasy or Molly and stuff, if those sound about right. Methamphetamines. There's a such thing as a methamphetamine and an amphetamine, but either way, they're no good. But I wanted to point out methamphetamines, which are like crystal meth and different things like that. They're also called trash or garbage. The street name for meth or methamphetamines is trash or garbage, meaning they're going to trash your system, they're going to trash your brain, they're going to trash your life, and stuff like that if you get addicted to these things. But how not to get how do you not get addicted? We'll never try it. That might be your best out, but if you already crossed the line, remember that your body is a snitch and it will tell on you and let you know that you need to be in recovery. You need to get rid of this addiction and stuff. It's going to kill you. I promise you, it will kill you. It will kill you and stuff. There's another one called GHB, or they called it the date rape drug, or roofies and stuff, where they drop the drink in when you walk away to go dance on the dance floor and you leave your cup uncovered or not with your friend or something like that, and somebody drops something in there, or your friend can drop something in there. And a lot of people have tried this medicine once. I mean, they didn't try this, they were given this and they never came back. Like they never was normal again. It just blew their mind, and it was something more than what they can ever deal with. And most of the time it doesn't kill you, but you'll wish you were dead once you have it, and stuff. And if you don't get some type of help right away, once you find out or discover that happened to you, because you ain't gonna remember after you drink your little drink down and stuff, you'll never remember it. But it's there to stay. It's a addictive drug, and even though somebody slipped it in there on you and stuff, it's a wrap, and everything. So then we got another one called opioids. So I said alcohol, I said stimulant. Now we got the opioids, and they come in a natural forming, like the cocaine type and stuff, like codeine and whatever dean or cocaine stuff is in there, cordone and stuff. Those are all derived from they're opioids and stuff. And so they got a natural one, and then they got a designer one that's synthetic. So prescription painkillers are included in this highly addictive area, which is the opioids. And that would be your codeine, oxycontin. So codeine, naturally occurring, oxycontin, designer drug or synthetic, Norco. Norco was once a Vicodin. They kept the Vicodin the same. I mean, they kept the hydrocodone of Vicodin the same. They just took out some of the Tylenol because it was killing people when they were addicted to Vicodin and stuff. Which we went through a drug war with the CDC and all these other places and DEA or whatever, drug enforcement, people and stuff like that. And it was because the Vicodin had too much Tylenol in it. So it's tearing up people, sending them into straight liver failure and everything and stuff. So what they did was if you look at a bottle, if anybody has Norco, you'll see in there, it'll be like 5, 7, 10 milligrams of hydrocodone. But the Tylenol, it used to be 650 in everyone, but now it's 325, which they cut the Tylenol in half because it's Tylenol and hydrocodone. That's what makes up a Vicodin or a Norco. Now you notice that the Vicodin is no longer the one, and now it's the Norco and stuff. But the Norco, it's a little less strong, but not much. You still got the hydrocodone inside of it, so it's still addictive and everything. And like I said when I was talking earlier and stuff, when you get this because you broke your wrist or you broke your ankle and it's in pain, yes, you might get some painkillers, but when you start using it for other stuff, to treat other stuff, and then just any excuse besides that pain is going in that place where they were prescribed, then you stop using them and stuff. You don't use them and create another problem, because then the doctor is looking at you funny. Now they don't want to give you nothing because now they know that you're addicted by what you say. Could you just give me more of this and stuff? And then they start looking at you suspiciously, and it's because something else is wrong. Let them give you the Norco for that then, and stuff like that, but not taking your medicine for one thing that was prescribed for one problem and putting it on another, because it always ends badly. And then we got fentanyl. So we know about the contortionists, especially in San Francisco and like the Tenderloin area. They're all curled up or curled backwards and all of that stuff. And that's from the opioids. So that's the opioid addiction. Methadone. Methadone is actually opioid, but it's used, even though it's a painkiller, it's used to get people off of crack cocaine and different things. And that's why they have methadone clinics, and they dose you because they're trying to dose you to get you off, but you end up getting addicted to the methadone. And then I didn't see people take 110 milligrams of methadone, which is like ridiculous and stuff. But yet they have to go so high to pull that person back from the pits of hell that the other drugs that they use illegally and stuff has dragged them to. So yes, it's pretty special. And then you got another one called benzodiazepine. And so it's one of our hypnotic substances and stuff. And that one is what is it? It's a sedative and it's a calming drug, and everything. And normally when it's used correctly, it's used to treat seizures, anxiety, insomnia. So that's what benzodiazepine are supposed to create for you, not addiction. But some of the names I'm going to call off and stuff will let you know, oh, that's why that is, that drug and stuff. And that's, if you've ever heard of Klonopin and stuff, that's one. Xanax, Xanny bars, Xanax, Ativan, they might have called it lorazepam, but Ativan, Valium, and Ambien. Ambien is a sleep agent, but they're now finding that they can use that as a illegal drug, because it's illegal. If you're not taking it for sleep, then guess what? You're taking it to go to hell, and stuff, because that's what it'll do. It'll put you right in a coma and send you on downstairs and stuff at the pits of whatever and stuff. Then you got hallucinogens, and these cause visual and auditory hallucinations or altered state of consciousness. And that will be mushrooms. You like to go to the raves. I don't know who goes to a rave, but anyway, whoever might go to a rave or something like that and stuff, you might come across these, which is mushrooms, LSD, PCP, or another word for it was angel dust and everything. That's a big deal, and stuff. And they're under the hallucinogen substances that are used disorderly, and stuff, which is bad for you. And they're highly addictive, because once you get high off of them and you like it, you want more. That's all you can think of. So it turns into that strong urge to use more and stuff. So then I think this might be the last one. I might do a honorable mention. But anyway, it will be your inhalants. Don't sleep on these and stuff. Watch, the teenagers in your household and different things and stuff, because you just never know what they're out there doing when they're away from you, and stuff like that. And the inhalants are brain damagers. They trick your brain into making you feel like you're drowning. And nobody ever wants to know what drowning feels like and stuff. But it's like when you go under and all that water going to everything and stuff. Once you die of that and stuff, then you'll know. It's They call it brain anoxia, which means no oxygen to the brain and stuff. So it gives you that drowning feeling and stuff. And that will be, guess what? Glue. These are inhalants. Gasoline. Don't gasoline. I used to think that gasoline smelled good until I found out that it could take all this knowledge that I got out of my head and kill it all and stuff. So I don't want to have nothing to do with that and stuff. Paint thinners. So watch these around the house and everything. Cleaning fluids, and stuff, different kinds. Felt tip markers. So markers of any kind. They got some that I think they was trying to get us to huff a long time ago when they had cherry. The red one was cherry and the yellow one was lemon, and stuff like that and stuff. But it's even worse than that and stuff. It's your regular felt tip markers and stuff. And that's your brain damagers. Makes your brain tricks your brain into feeling like it's drowning and stuff. Household aerosols, like spraying into the top of something and then breathing it in and letting it get all inside you and inhale and stuff. Don't you see that the flies don't like when you spray them and stuff? So could you imagine if you sprayed you and it's getting down into your lungs, and stuff? They also call it huffing, and stuff, where especially with canned spray paint, you spray that into the top and then you sniff on it and stuff. That, yeah, it'll trick your brain into thinking you drowning to death and dying and stuff. Honorable mention, I just thought it ain't a good drug talk or topic unless we mention promethazine. And promethazine is used for allergic conditions, nausea and vomiting, motion sickness, and sedation. That's promethazine. Codeine is an opioid pain reliever used to treat moderate to severe pain. You put them together, and what happens with promethazine and codeine? You got you some scissor. You got you some lean. You got you some purple drink and stuff. It almost killed Mr. Richie Rich. What was it? Lil Wayne, Wheezy, and stuff. It showed it almost kill him and stuff using that. He probably still got seizures and stuff because that's what it do. It destroys you and stuff. And then one more honorable mention, and that would be what is it? Cannabis, weed, dank, ganja, and all those other names that it might have. Green stuff, sticky icky, whatever, and stuff. And it's used by most to smoke it, and what they do is they empty out a tobacco paper, which tobacco is tobacco. So you empty out the paper to put the weed in, and so you smoking weed and cigarette at the same time. They think that when they dump out the contents of the swisher and stuff, you're still getting tobacco. It's the paper that wraps around all of this stuff, so it's still gonna have that nicotine in it. So you just getting your little bit of nicotine and a little bit of ganja, and I guess you winning or whatever and stuff. No, you're not. But also they've gotten clever nowadays and stuff. They're starting to put the weed in food, and stuff, and making cookies and making brownies and making cakes and all of that stuff. They make butter, and then you drop the butter into your cake and make your little weed cake or something like that and stuff. And then some of us can't handle it and stuff and be high and yeah, I had nightmares and stuff. I thank God that he made it undesirable to me because I would be in a lot of trouble and stuff. But it's high potential for addiction. And one more thing we don't need to sleep on is a vape pen. Make no mistake, it has an addictive property in there. You got the vape pens that has sativa in it, which is like the marijuana based one, but they also have the nicotine based one. So they just put it in a fancy little pen and stuff for you to charge up and then smoke and stuff. But guess what it's doing? It's still dragging your body. It doesn't matter that it's not in a cigarette and you're not just sitting there smoking a Newport and stuff. You leave the Newports to the old schools and stuff. So, but then there's this thing called COPD and stuff, for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And that's what visits them in the end, and stuff for the people that smoke nothing but they packs and packs a day until they can't breathe and they're on the machine and all of that stuff. So one more thing I'm going to bring up and then we're done and stuff, and that's treatments. So most of them you got to do behavioral because it's a behavior. You spending your time. This turns into a career for you. When you're addicted, you actually turn into a career criminal for the drug, or substance, alcohol included, and stuff. And that will be your behavioral therapist, like individual therapists, groups, health groups and stuff, families, and mental health counseling and stuff. Then also they have things to get you off or recover, which are a combo of medications and one of those therapies I just named off. Has been actually successful in cleaning people up, or what they call getting clean, and stuff, of drugs or alcohol. It doesn't matter. And then they have other things like 12-step program. I don't know. You might have heard it in passing and stuff, but they still exist out there, and stuff. I think they might even have 13 steps, but all this to say that it has been proven to work and stuff. So don't think that this is just a damaging topic today and stuff. It's just to let you know that it's other things out there and stuff. Then there's Alcohol Anonymous, which is AA. We got Narcotics Anonymous, which is NA, and then so on and so forth from there. But they have all these little groups and stuff, and people tell, or what we would do in church would be testimony service and stuff. Well, they tell their testimonies in front of a bunch of addicts or alcoholics or narcotic addicts and stuff like that, and they would tell their stories and how they got clean and how they fell back and then they got up, and to give you hope, because if you don't have no hope, you won't make it, and stuff. So definitely that. And one more thing and I'm done, and that's 5 rules of recovery. If you decide to recover, you want to make a change, you want your life back from these drugs and substances of any kind and stuff. Rule 1, change your life, do something different, go get help. That's something that you wasn't doing, so that's changing your life by going to get the help and start reaching out to somebody. Be completely honest. Once you're out there and they ask you, well, how many times? 3. But it was 10 and stuff. Tell the truth. So change your life. Be completely honest. Ask for the help. I need to be better. I need to do better. How do I do it? And stuff like that. Ask for it. They are willing to give it to you, but it's even better when you ask for it and stuff. Practice self-care. Remember, I said an addict, one of their telltale signs is they have no regard for their hygiene and everything. You're not going to be musty and all of that stuff walking around and stuff like that. So practice self-care, taking care of yourself, getting things done. If it has to be your hair done, your nails done, or whatever and stuff, get it done. And last but not least, don't bend the rules. Well, if I do this and I get this and stuff, ain't it kind of like that? No, do what it says. Once you get the help and you ask for it and all of that, and you willing to change your life and stuff, do just that, and I swear you'll win. I am done, everybody. Thank you, and anybody that didn't get a chance to get on and everything and stuff, you could catch the replay. I'll go back. If anybody wants to even put a comment under the replay, I'll go back and answer the questions and everything and stuff, and do all that good stuff. Thank you all for having us on here, and everybody who joined or didn't get a chance to join, definitely the replay. And I think I'm done.
Well, we thank God for another opportunity to gather together for another Let's Talk Medical. We are on 3 platforms tonight. We are on Renita Jones Facebook Live. We are also on the Exceeding and Eternal Weights of Glory page, church page, and we are also on YouTube. So if you want to watch it on the bigger screen, put it on your TV, go to YouTube. If you got a smart TV, go to YouTube. We're there under Renita Wesson. It is a different name on YouTube. It's Renita Wesson, as you see there on the screen, Pastor Renita Wesson. But we are on the Facebook page as well as Renita Jones. So wherever platform fits you, suits you, join in, like, tag, and share, and enjoy the teaching. And just be more mindful of your bodies. Know that your temple, your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost. God has given us the responsibility to steward over our bodies. When you come to yourself and you realize that your life is not your own, that you've been bought with a price, whether you believe that there's a God or not, there is one. And he's giving you a body, and whatever body you have, you got to take care of it. You got to take care. You may not can't do what everybody else can do. You got to take care of your body. When you come to yourself, like I said, do what's best for you. Do what's best for you so that you can have the best quality of life. I can tell you, I can testify as a ex-weed smoker, ex-alcoholic, God can deliver you. God can restore you. You don't always have to be addicted. You don't always have to be addicted to drugs. You don't have to be addicted to nothing that you don't want to be addicted to. You can be delivered. You can be set free. There's a God who's able to deliver and set you free, wash you, cleanse you, and purge you and purify you from any addiction that is contrary to his word and will. The only thing we should be addicted to is getting better, getting healthier, and getting saved, getting healed, and getting whole. Now, before we get off here, make sure y'all get y'all book. Let me see if I can get it in the camera. Make sure you get your book. My pieces made me. I'm trying to get it in the camera. Let's see. There we go. Pieces to increase. There you go. My pieces made me whole. Listen, it's selling. I have some on hand, and I have some on Amazon as well. On Amazon, they're $15. In person, they're $20. Pieces to Increase is value 1. It's $20 on Amazon. In person, it's $25. Get your book. Share it with somebody. Get a couple. Get some for your friends. You'll never be the same. I tell you, it is a blessing. It will help you. It'll motivate you. It'll challenge you. Help you think, and it will build up a desire in you to study the Word even more so, and seek the Word of God and seek the Spirit of God for more answers, more revelation, and more direction. So be encouraged. Be blessed, and know that God wants to heal you. All right? Till the next time, God bless you all, and have a good evening.